To see about minor conductors in removable partial denture. Actually, minor connector is a connecting link between major connector to the clasp, retainer and rest. According to glossary of prosthodontic terms, it is defined as a connecting link between major connectors or base of RPD and other units such as clasp, retainer, rest. Functions it always actually we have seen before, it connects a major connector to other parts. And also next one is transmits stress evenly, so that a similar stress area can't be occluded, so it transmits the stress eventually in all other areas. And the next one is transmits the force act on the processes for edentulous ridge. There are four types. First one, joining clasp assembly. Second, indirect retainers or auxiliary rest. Third, denture base to the major connectors. Approach bar in arm type clasp. First, we see the joining clasp assembly. As the name indicates, minor connector connects the clasp to the denture. Coming to the design concept, it should support the clasp located on the proximal surface of the abutment teeth. It should be broader buccolingually and thinner mesiodistally. It shouldn't be bulky so that it avoids tongue interference. This one is the minor connector that which gets connected to the clasp to the major connector, and also it is thick at the buccolingually, thin at the mesiodistally. This is a schematic representation of lingual view. This is the occlusal view of the minor connectors, and this is a triangular cross section. It should be rigid enough to support the active components of removable partial denture. It also should attach to the wrist in the partial denture to prevent the vertical tissueward movement. It should aid in better teeth arrangement. While seeing the triangular cross section, it should be thick at the lingual line angle and thin at the buccal line angle. The next one is minor connector with joining the retainers or auxiliary rest to the major connector. Their function is providing indirect retention and support to the denture. They arise at right angles of the major connector to the rounded junction. It is mainly designed to fit into embrace the surface so that it is not visible while seeing on the outer surface. There are 2 points involved here. First one is proximal plate, second one is guiding plane. These are the 2 important points involved in the joining retainers. Proximal plate is what? It is the surface of minor connector attached to the tooth. The next one is guiding plane. It is the surface of the tooth which gets contacted by the proximal plate. Design. Coming to the design, it should remove the undercuts along the proximal surface of tooth. And also area should be designed to avoiding the undercut areas. It should be always parallel to the path of insertion. The next one is the minor connector with joining the denture base to the major connectors. There are various requirements involved in the point. First one is should be rigid enough to support and resist breakage of denture. It should allow proper arrangement of natural teeth. There are 2 distal extension areas involved here. First one is maxillary and the next one is mandibular. In maxillary distal extension area, it should extend. It should cover the 2/3 length of the edentulous area. There are 3 forms involved here: lattice, meshwork, bead wire or nail-aid minor connectors. Coming to the lattice work, it consists of 2 long studs of metal, 16 gauge and buccal on lingual side with the smallest studs 12 gauge on the opposite surface of the long studs of metal. It should connect the longer studs so that it can form lattice pattern. In maxilla, palatal strut is formed by lateral border of major connectors. Here 2 struts is involved, palatal strut and next one is transverse strut. Palatal strut is formed by lateral border of major connectors. Transverse strut is placed as they don't interfere with the tongue. Here relief is given between the struts and ridge for the easy flow. This one are long struts of metal and this one is the short which forms a lattice pattern. This is the transverse struts which crosses the crest of the alveolar ridge. Here relief should be provided between the strut and the denture base to a ridge so that flow should be easily available. The next one is meshwork. Mesh. It's a metal sheet of metal placed over the crust of which with small holes for retention of acrylic denture base. Mainly used when multiple teeth to be replaced. Coming to the disadvantage part, if additional pressure should be given so that if resin should flow in all the holes. Here retention is very low. This one is. The next one is bead, wire or nail-head minor connectors. It always lines the edentulous ridge without any relief. Here acrylic denture base is attached to the outer surface of the minor connector. Retention is mainly observed by projections on the metal surface. Projections may be bead, wire or nail. Beads are prepared by placing acrylic balls on the meshwork pattern. It gets burnt out and casted. It's mainly indicated for tooth supported dentures. Coming to the advantage, better soft tissue response, more hygienic. Disadvantage, difficulty in renailing and also attachments are very weak. This one is a beaded denture base which gets acrylic denture base casted. This is a cross-sectional view. Here, tissue surface will always be in contact with so that they can't be relined. The next one is in the same tissue stops is mainly involved here. It's mainly used for distal extension cases. Lattice or meshwork with tissue stop used to stabilize the framework. Mainly used to prevent distortion. Adequate space maintenance is given here. Actually, stops are prepared by removing the 2 square meter relief racks under the minor connectors which crosses the center of the ridge. The next one is finish lines. 2 finish lines are involved here, internal finish line, external finish line. Finish line is defined as junction between the acrylic denture base and major connectors of any polished metal surface. Coming to the internal finish line, it is a space between the metal framework and tissue surface of the cast. Here ledges are created, they should be sharp and definite. This one is the internal line angle finish line, it should be sharp and rounded. Coming to the external finish line, it is a junction between the acrylic and exposed metal on polished surface. It should be always less than 90 degree at junction of connectors. It extends from the lower border of major connector to origin of direct crust. Coming to the design consideration, it should be thick. Here mainly acrylic resin the fracture. Acrylic around smooth. Butt joint should be avoided here. It should be present on external and internal surface of major connectors. This is the external finish line angle and this one is the internal finish line angle. Here mainly acrylic resin is involved and it should be smooth, sharp and rounded. Here butt joints are avoided. The next final one is approach arm of bar type clasp. It almost acts like a clasp. Mainly used in positioning the retention type of gingivally approaching clasp. Characteristics are they are not rigid and also should have the flexibility to aid in removal. It should support the direct retainer and also flexible. Thank you for watching. Keep supporting me.